Hello, hello. Mark Wells, hello. Jaquila, hello. I tell you what, that's why I put my introduction on. Never fails. I don't know why. Oh. Nice Anna, hello. Yeah, I'm okay. Never fails. Carrot Top, hello. How's everyone doing? Tired. I've not felt well the past couple days. That's why I had. Yeah, Mark, long time no see, honestly. LEZ'S doing great. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Enjoying the sun. A day with no rain. A couple of these clouds here, like it's got rain in them. But still, sunny day. Can't complain today. Although, never know. Yeah, nice and good breeze. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Man, I didn't get my nap in today. Yeah, it was really nice out, and but God, my garage was like 20 degrees. How does real real for anywho? I say we get this lot to talk. Uh, where I can't say I haven't done anything. I actually got two videos done. Third, supposed to do. I just wanted to relax, like I haven't been. Busy, busy, busy. Anybody got any plans? Ooh, okay. Okay, Les. Well, I can tell you what. Did I am feeling my age, folks. I'm not only feeling it, I'm really looking it. Really, really look. Um, I found Try here and here. Y'all. Yes. No. The mirror was saying. I'm like, no. The mirror said, yes. A couple wrinkles here and a couple wrinkles there. What am I going to do about that? So I sat back and I thought for a minute. What are you going to do about 2 little wrinkles left? You know what I thought? I'm not going to do a damn thing. I earned them. I earned my wrinkles just like I earned every gray hair on my head. I earned them. Now I could be like my sister and start spazzing out. Start using all kinds of, topical wrinkle remover. Honey Baldwin, hello. I could do that, or I can say, oh, I need to have a facelift. Oh, I was going to say, leave him alone. Yeah. My sister, she spazzed out like 3 years ago. Well, been a little more than 3 years. Pod B, hello. Les, where the F you been? Hello. Honey, I wasn't feeling well. I didn't even do spam calling yesterday. I just wasn't feeling well. If you'd seen me yesterday, you'd be like, that's how I looked. I looked worse than I felt. But I was trying to get chipper yesterday. I tried. I was asleep. Monday, I was asleep. I'll be honest. I slept. Ever. So, found my wrinkles today. And I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to be like my sister who's going to trip out and try to act like she's 25 again. Me. And no, I earned them. I earned my 2 little wrinkles. I think it's 2 here and 2 here. At least they're even. I have to say that. When my gray hair came in, it came in even. It wasn't in patches. Came in even. My wrinkles seem to be coming in even. I do not have any crow's feet at all. See, even when I smile, not have any crow's feet. Side. My sister does. My sister. Oh God, she. But I would always remind her she looked like a Shar-Pei. We went to Kmart. Now, mind you, I am older than my sister. Don't worry. Oh, honey, I earned them. I just blame it on my illness. Good God, my grandma was like, what? She didn't have any ring. My mom doesn't have any ring. My sister does. My dad really does. Linnell Sorg, hello. Does anyone else sound? Whoa, alright. Let me turn my... hold on. I was recording. Alright. How's that? Is that better? Who's Linda? That's my mom's name. Well, anyway, so Cheryl and I went to Kmart. And I'm older than my sister. They get on. I don't know. My mom's name's Linda. Well, anyway, is the sound okay now, you guys? Anyway, so we went to Kmart, and I am older than my sister. I'm only a year older, but okay. Now, so we go to Kmart, And me and Cheryl in the checkout line, and we're messing with it, right? So the cashier asked me, I was talking about something, and cashier asked me, "Would your mom like one?" I said, "My mom." And Cheryl just happened to turn around and said, "Yeah, your mother." She's hated me. Oh my god, that was fun. We will be talking, and all of a sudden there will be sorry. Big feet, hello. So my sister's been on my case ever since. Yeah, she's been so busy. I'm like, Cheryl, you look like a freaking Sharpay. I need to iron you out. I used to always be able to say, yeah, let's hope that works, Con. So, of course, like I said, Cheryl, she just trips out. Yes, your sound cuts. All right, you know what? I'm just wondering because I have this. When I record, I have to turn the mic down. Wouldn't think. All right, let me. Okay, let's see if that works better. Let's see if that works better. Agent the OBS. Yeah, the OBS has nothing to do with my microphone. It's up. So all right. Yeah, I was recording and I have to turn the microphone down or else when you guys see the recording, it'll blast you. So so there. Alrighty. And I keep forgetting now to put it back, so I have to keep turning it down and turn it back, so Linnell. Alrighty. There we go. So my sister, I keep telling her I need to iron her out. God's going to check for. Oh my gosh. Really? You cheated on Walmart by going to Kmart? Mine is closed. Our Kmart down in Zane. We have a Kmart in Zanesville and a Kmart in Reynoldsburg. But I don't get a chance to get to them very often. So so Cheryl has done everything she can to try to make herself look younger, wrinkle free. And I'm like, Cheryl, in a way, I can't blame her because she does deliver mail and there is sunshine and stuff. And I have the luxury of not being out in the sun 24 hours or whatever. Ours closes in Maysville, Kentucky, nearest one we had. What is she doing? Oh, my sister. Well, first of all, she's dressing like she's 20. And on good days, she tries to cover it up with all this different types of makeup, which just makes you look older. Honestly. Now she's talking about having facelift done. I was like, you ain't got a pot to pee in. So you're going to talk about doing a facelift. And she's got the chest wrinkle between the boobies. Ah! Don't think I didn't give her one on that one. I'm like, daggone, Cheryl. I'm like, I said, Jeezy cow. I said, now what I can do for her, and I was offering to do this. I said, honestly and truthfully, if you want me to, I really, really will take a steam cleaner to you, a steamer, and, you know, just steam you out, get the wrinkles out. She didn't appreciate that sentiment either. I said, at least you don't have to do it back. She keeps coloring her hair, of course. We really don't know what her true hair color is anymore. She's colored it since she was 18. And, but, from what Cameron said, she's got just as much gray hair if she would let her hair go natural. I said she needs to embrace it because Cheryl and I both had brown hair. Hers was always lighter than mine, even as we were growing up. She was a towhead and I was a golden blonde. And then we both end up with dark hair in our mid to late teens. Well, no, when we hit teens, it went darker. And her hair was just a shade, just a little tinier lighter than mine. But she turned blonde when she graduated at 18. And we really don't know what her real hair color is right now. We don't. But if I have, Cameron said, and Leslie, she's got gray. I was like, oh, really? Embrace it, Cheryl. Embrace it. Embrace your age. I'm not afraid to tell people how old I am. I am 50 years old. I'm not afraid. I don't think I will ever be afraid. I don't think I will ever be afraid of my age. I don't think anybody should. You lived that long. Doesn't matter what shape you are when you get there. Point is, you're there. I just think it's funny when people, like my grandma, she was 35 for 15 years. She was 35 when I was growing up. I really couldn't tell you my grandma's exact age because I don't know. My dad was 40 for I don't know how long. I don't know how long he was 40. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Anna Grissom, hello. So yeah, my sister. You know what's pathetic? She should lie about her age. She really should say she's 20 to be her age and not have a pot to pee in. For real. If anybody's been keeping up with my sister drama, ain't got a pot to pee in. Scared death to talk to her sister. Because she knows. First thing I'm going to say is like, are you stupid? It is a crying shame. So, and this is true. I'm here, thank goodness. I can keep aggravating people. That is my goal in life, is to aggravate people when I'm older. I waited a lifetime to get to this age, and now I'm at the age where these people, these young men, sit there and bend over backwards. Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Why, sure, young lad. You got a girlfriend? You should. I ought to hook you up. You remind me of my oldest nephew. You're just as cute as he is. I need to hook you up. What are you doing? Are you going to college? You going to school? Yep, I'm one of them. Jeffrey Taddeo, hello. Les, what do you do when you have a falling out with one of your closest friends? You try to reach out to the person and she won't respond to you at all. I've had that happen to me. I tried to reach out, tried. And the only thing you can do, honestly, is miss what your friendship that you had, and you just gotta try to go on. They won't. That's what I had to do. For real. Nice, and a young lad. I always wonder if they like older ladies. Sarah, hello. Les will be that old crotchety lady riding around Walmart in her scooter, whacking teens with a cane. You're right, Todd. You are absolutely right. I am that lady. I really am. Mary Ellen, hello. Sarah said, if a person is your ex-friend, they are that way for a reason. Oh no, he asked if he had a falling out, and the person won't respond. So, I will definitely go on, Les, but the situation is just ridiculous. At the very least, talk it out, and if you can't come to a compromise, at least you tried. That's how I feel. At least try to talk it out. But if they won't respond to you, that's what happened between me and a friend of mine. She wouldn't respond. And so I tried and tried. And no avail. Sometimes friends grow apart. It happens. Move on. And sometimes you still end up missing that friendship. I do. All you can do is try, Jeffrey. Big V says move on. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Oh my God. Speaking of which, moving on. There's an older guy. I would say he's either in his late 50s or early 60s. That's true, especially if there are no hard feelings. Yeah. But there was a guy, he's either late 50s, early 60s, and he's married. And he went and robbed a bank. Was he going to zoo this weekend? Not this weekend. I was going to. Not this weekend. Trust me, I was wanting to. Rosie Leone, hello. Oh, God. That was my Facebook. I love this excuse. His excuse was he wanted to get away from his wife. A divorce wasn't good enough. No. He's just saying, I'm going to jail. I'm robbing a bank. You can have it all. I ain't fighting you. You pay for the divorce. I'll sign the papers. To get away from his wife. Doc Furtifer, hello. Rosie Leone, do you want up on panel with me? Mary Ellen, he could have sent her on a girl's weekend to Vegas. He could have. But he just wanted the hell away. Hey, Rosie says, Connie, that's right, says Big Feet. I'm telling you, I was rolling. I said, this poor guy looks like he's been beat down too. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had his picture. I would be showing it. I'm dead serious. I don't know what the wife looks like, but that poor guy. I really do wish I had his picture. I really do. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. What city was this in? I really don't know. I didn't pay attention above that. I really didn't. I just thought that was funny. He wanted, the excuse was to get away from his wife. Cameron Jackson, hello. Sad, but yeah, makes me laugh. I know, I cracked up. I just said, I'm done. I didn't want to know any more about the story. Nothing. Les, would you go on a recon cryptozoology mission to Skull Island? Hell yeah, I would. Yes, I would. Sounds like would happen in my town in Adams County. Oh, What are you guys getting into tonight? Absolutely nothing. I'm feeling better. So probably why I'm not going to zoo. I really don't feel like it. Well, I was going to go. I really, really was going to go. Um, but the weekend, school starts, and we got Donna here now, so there's going to be a house of teenagers here, and I ain't leaving them alone. There ain't no way. 17, 18-year-olds, You were sick? I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't like throwing up sick or whatever, but I have issues sometimes. Once in a while. What would what would be your words when you see Kong come up out of the water as we land on the island? What would my words be? Oh shit. Oh shit, I made a mistake. What about the hurricane, y'all? Everyone safe? Wow, I didn't even know there was one. Oh my god. And this is hurricane season, you guys, and I just said something about it the other day. So many people are already sick with the kids going back to school. Mine's health issues that I have, so I am starting my usual cold about this time of year, though. I get one this time of year. Every year. Anna has a son in Florida. I have friends in Florida. I do have some family in Florida. Not as much, but I do have an aunt. Well, mainly a cousin. Connie Snugsbug and Rug in Texas. Let's see. I need to make a list of stuff I was going to talk about. Yeah, in Puerto Rico's hit. Yeah, hit Puerto Rico again, I think. Poor Puerto Rico. Worried about him and my daughter-in-law. I was eating dinner listening to the news, the weather, and it didn't say anything about hurricanes. Now that I think about it, because I was like, yeah, I had the TV on the news when I was eating dinner. I really do need to make a list write them down of things I want to talk about. What was another thing I was going to talk about? And for the life of me, I can't remember. Man, my mind is going. Yep, hurricane is headed to Florida. I feel sorry for all those people. Around this time of year, you just hold your breath for a couple months. Dead serious. Coming up through South Florida. Yeah. Puerto Rico got a lot of rain and some wind, but little damage from what I heard. The Virgin Islands were hit a bit harder. That's the only thing that scares me about the coast. As much as I say I love North Carolina and I would love to live at the beach, been there, done that, love it. Okay? That's the one thing that scares me. That truly, truly is. Because I know when we were down there that one year, they ended up closing the beach off. But they closed it the week after we came home. But while we were there, they had 12-foot swells. And of course, my ass is out in the ocean in it. Because I don't know no better. But they ended up closing the beach because the undertow was just too great, which I felt the effects of. And that was the year that I told Cheryl, I was telling her, go get mom and dad. And Cheryl's like this. And I'm like, what? Turn around. This wave came down from behind me. But the That's the only thing that scares me. That because I have respect for the water. That's for sure. Hurricanes aren't that bad in my opinion, says Cameron. You get some time off of school. All that usually comes from it is a lot of yard work. That's if you're lucky. Well, not everybody's lucky, Cameron. I don't even think they recovered from when was it that 1 year? What was that hurricane? Say Michael in Florida. I don't even think they fully recovered from that yet. Karen, not sure if New Orleans or Houston would agree exactly. Because the hurricane just doesn't affect the coast, depending on the trajectory. I mean, a hurricane can go inland, and then off of that, you got tornadoes that spawn off of that. And then you got the weather pattern. I mean, a hurricane can hit Florida. 3 days later, the effects are hitting a high. So, I'm from Florida. That's all I get. That's all I get my info from when it comes from. I got my little hurricanes. Yeah, I got family in Florida too. You know, didn't a hurricane affect your area a while back because the winds just didn't die down? It did mine. It affected my area. Flooding on streets as people try to get home or get out of the flooded home, drown and die. Um, U.S. Virgin Islands has some service dog issues too, though, so I'm wary of moving there, says Hertifer. Not the massive devastation of natural disasters, it's the service dog accessibility. Gee, doc. I wouldn't mind going to an island, but I wouldn't want to live on one. Ew. I want to be able to get inland and just stay in inland. you know, I don't know. I don't think any natural disaster is a no big deal. Uh, I think you should treat it with the respect that Mother Nature throws at you. No, thank you. No islands. Cameron said, I've not heard of people usually drowning in hurricanes. Really? But I guess it could happen. Really? Because there's fools out there walking around and they just get swept away. Me neither, Les. And you got to understand, Cameron, hurricanes just don't hit the U.S. We just live in the U.S. But there's been people killed here in the U.S. because of hurricanes. Wouldn't want to move to Isla Nublar or Skull Island, that's for sure. Nice to visit, not live on. I'm the same way. Lots did in Katrina. Cameron said it's not a thing that happens that often. A while back, a man in my area died in an EF0 tornado because he was hit by flying debris. Hundreds of thousands over the centuries, said Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, over 10,000 died in Galveston, Texas in 1900. Yeah. Wasn't there one that took out the coast of South Carolina, North Carolina? Took out the whole coast there. People died there too. Yeah, it's happened. I treat all natural disasters what they are, a natural disaster. It just Mother Nature's way of saying, yeah, you're a peon, and it teaches you to respect nature, honestly and truthfully. And what else was I going to talk about? I forget. Mm, 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 mm. Big Feet, I'm going to check it out, and I'll be back to let y'all know where it's at right now. Okay. 971 died in Katrina, 41% from drowning. Like I said, isn't it the one in New Orleans? Yeah. Yup. I had an ex call me up. Well, I called her, and because she had friends in New Orleans, and she was down, of course, in Mississippi, like right close to it. And Rita followed soon after Katrina, and there were a lot of casualties from it too. Yeah. And anyway, so I called her to make sure she was all right. And so I'm like, hey, Lee, are you okay? I said, I'm just calling to check on you. I'm glad I got through. And you know, she chewed me out. Like it was my fault the hurricane happened. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I sat there and listened to her for 15 minutes, chew my ass out. And I said, hey, I was just calling to make sure you're all right, you and Ryan. I'm glad you are. I'll talk to you later. Man, I said, yeah, the levee didn't hold. Nope. Didn't a levee break? Was that just a hurricane that caused the flooding? A levee broke. You see, what had happened is that there's a down past New Orleans, there's a bunch of wetlands. What's called wetlands. Marshes and stuff, and that usually soaks up a lot of force of the hurricane. But the problem is they've been destroying it. So there wasn't that much, and it was too much on the levees and stuff. I saw footage of that. People were stranded on the roof. Yep. Flooding caused levee to break. Then more widespread flooding occurred. Yep. Seemed like a real crap show. Yeah, it was. The Katrina disaster was due to everything that could go wrong, going wrong. Plus, gay districts were above sea level and weren't flooded. It looks like it's going to hit Central Florida by Sunday. Oh, great. That's exactly where my cousin lives. Right there in Central Florida. Maryland, people tried to walk to other towns and cities to get some help and were turned back by armed officers. It was pathetic. That whole thing was a catastrophe. That whole thing was a catastrophe. It really was. Mm-mm-mm. Category 3. Majority of flooding was in low-income neighborhoods. Lots of elderly couldn't even get out. Yep. The government brought in supplies, but the troops were ordered not to give them out and to shoot anyone who tried to take them. Oh, yeah. I had some friends go down there, and they went down with boats. And then they had semis. I know one came from our town alone. We had it parked up there in the empty parking lot, and people were just donating water and food and blankets and medical supplies and everything. and they took it down there, and they weren't allowed to cross. Category 3 is not that bad either. Cameron, honey, I hope you're just being facetious on all this, because this is not going to get you anywhere. I've always believed that it was a deliberate effort to kill off as many poor black people as possible. I don't know what their problems was, but like my ex said, you know, Lee, she was blaming me, and I was like, look, I told her, I said, we were giving, after she called back to apologize how she talked to me, I said, look, I said, my town alone took down a semi full of stuff, water and everything I just told you. I said, it's not our fault that they're not letting these convoys in. And some friends of mine that went down with the boat, they were told they had to get back. They were not allowed to cross a certain point. I'm honestly not. I've seen a lot of them, and it honestly was not as bad as how it's sounding here. Yeah, everyone is clearing the shelves of water and survival supplies. I'm trying to make it so you guys don't worry about it. Cameron, we're always going to worry. We're always going to worry. Your area might not have seen the edges of a Category 3 hurricane, but it wasn't Category 3 in your area. I would keep supplies if I lived there. Says Anna. Mariana says, my cousins were turned back when they tried to go help, and they are both firemen. A lot of people were. And I told Lee, I said, there's help. I said, the government's just not letting us through. Sometimes turning aid workers back is done for legitimate reasons. Other time it isn't. I can understand safety, but the supplies? Look, if you won't let us take it in, fine. Here's the keys to the truck. You take it in. No, they didn't want aid workers to get mobbed. Big Feet says, Sarah, you're right about what you said about killing the homeless people. Example. After the Haiti earthquake, I read about 2 married couples, doctors and nurses, who flew with luggage and some bottled water. True, the longer it is on land, the weaker it gets. People waited for so long to help, it did get dangerous. And instead, I survived Katrina, the horrible stuff they did to people that stayed at Superdome. The authorities told them to leave their donations and fly out there because it was really obvious they didn't know what they were doing. Well, my thing is, if we can't take it in, that's fine. You take it in. But the help is here. It was crazy dangerous during that time. I have heard horror stories that give me chills. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Lots of my friends escaped using back roads. Katrina was the 3. No one had control like it should have been. I know. That's right, Anna. It was a true mess. We all need to say a prayer for them this week. Look, I always say a prayer when there's a hurricane coming. I usually do a live show all about the hurricane, telling people to get to safety, get to safety. You know, and I usually have a lady on here who looks up shelters, animal friendly shelters, and all that. I know a man whose daughter had attended Tulane, and she said they found ocean water on the roof of a 16-story dorm. If that's true, that is one massive storm surge. Damn. And it says, don't think anything has been learned much from that. Look since then. Well, at least and actually Katrina was a category 5. Yeah. You know, when you have something that big, like, all right, let's look at it this way. Katrina was a 2 or 3 when it hit New Orleans. It was category 5 when it was in Gulf. You guys had me questioning myself. I think Katrina was a 3. Bucktooth Brenda, people still don't have the money to take off. It takes money. Half of Americans don't have $1,000 saved. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, some people don't have the gas to get the hell out of there. You know, it does take money. It takes money to put in your gas can. Then you got to eat. Yep, many prayers fall in Florida and Puerto Rico. Nope, 3 when it made landfall over Gulf. Started as a 5, says Anna. Now, let's face it. If anybody doesn't think a hurricane makes a difference, or a hurricane isn't that bad. Yeah, and what if the gas is gone? Hotels ain't cheap either. So that's several days of hotel expensive. No kidding. Yeah. You know. That's true, Bucktooth, and welcome to the lounge. Hello. I am Leslie. All my friends and family call me Les, hence Lez's Lounge. Thanks, Sarah. Had to evacuate now. Now more damage from Ivan. I think we're all in agreement on prayers needed. I always do. But let's say out west, let's say in Oklahoma. And I'm not saying anything against Oklahoma. It's just that it was mostly every time I hear about a tornado, it's Oklahoma. And they've had EF5 tornadoes, okay, in Oklahoma. And I'm talking tornadoes. You don't really hear about a tornado affecting the whole country's weather system. But if you get a category 5 hurricane slam in to the coast, that will change the weather pattern for, like, say, a category 5 come flying up through Florida. I'm just saying. Or even through the Gulf of Mexico, flying straight up. That will literally change the weather pattern for the whole entire east of the Mississippi weather. All the way up. I have friends in Tampa. My granddad used to live in Tampa. So if you ask me, in all, a hurricane is worse than a tornado any day. Now, granted, a tornado. Look, if an F5 tornado came through my town, I'm not even safe where I'm at. I'm not safe where I'm at. Mm-mm. Nope. But F5 tornado is going to change the weather pattern for the whole entire eastern part of the country. Scary enough with what's happening to the polar caps in the Amazon forest. Yes, the Amazon forest. Oh my god, it is still burning. It is still burning. We need to go down there and fix that, damn it. Because we kind of need the rainforest, y'all. We kind of really do. We kind of need all those trees. Because without trees, y'all, we don't have air. Les, did you hear about the 3 major asteroids headed towards Earth this week? Yes, I did. Everyone is idiots, Les. Yeah, I did hear about them. I gotta look and see exactly where they're at. Two million acres, that's a lot, yeah. No problem, please don't worry too much. Yeah, I'd like to know if it's gonna hit Earth and how big. Of course, as fast as they're moving, and you know, just one will just destroy us. So, you know. Cameron Sateco is really good with getting the power back on as well. They may break up, not sure. I hope they break up. I really do. We're talking about the asteroids coming towards Earth. I really do. Les got great news. My dad won play contest at Jacksonville State. Well, congratulations to Daddy. All right. Yay. Or we could have another Tunguska event, or I can't pronounce that second word. One is over 525 feet in diameter. Well, that's an Earth destroyer. Look up Grand Tetons 1972 here on YouTube, and you'll see an asteroid that narrowly missed us. Yeah. We've had several narrowly miss us. Chelyabinsk, the Russian meteor from a few years ago. Oh. Okay. Is that that one barely missed us too? We've had quite a few, and some are recent. I want to see where they're exactly coming from. Oh, yeah. I got some news for you. When I was a kid, we were watching a TV show about UFOs, and they showed that, and my dad said, "That's not a weather balloon." No, it wasn't. Nope. 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 Okay. Now, April sent me this thing and I went and read the documents. Has anyone seen the Nova program about Chelyabinsk? No. Thanks, nice. They are having reading October 3rd and 4th. Awesome. Cameron says if you get hit by a meteor, then that's just God saying, I'm done with you. Hey, look, I said if a huge meteor or if an asteroid was coming, I'd find out exactly where it was landing. I would book tickets to go where it's at, and I'd have it land right on my head. I really would. I'd catch it with both arms. When it happened, they were broadcasting footage on the news, and I wondered how many Russian speakers were laughing because the cuss words weren't bleeped. Oh my god. Egret Song, hello. Welcome to the lounge. My name is Leslie. You're a host. My friends and family call me Les, hence LEZ'S Lounge. Where's your Area 51 countdown? I have everything else, but I accidentally got rid of the clock. The clock itself, so Chris has got to put the clock back on. So, yeah. You crazy, I like you. I like you too, Big Feet. I love that name, Big Feet, though. Die on impact and you won't have to live through all the aftermath. Exactly. Exactly. I would, you know what? I would sit there and I literally would live stream. I'd have my phone and I would live stream. So y'all can watch. I'd live stream. I'd be like, wow, this thing really is big. I'd be there to catch it too. We'll all just go and catch it. I think that program's on YouTube. So true, Mary Ellen. But I'd go out a legend. Same here. Is there anything I need to know about your channel in particular? Any guidelines, etc.? The only thing about my channel is that I don't do drama. I don't do YouTube drama. No. I am going to do some, like, it's not spill the tea, it's spilling the wine. But it's for, like, celebrities and stuff like that. Eventually, starting the end of September, because it's, like, it starts a new year. But I don't usually do YouTube drama at all. And, just respect each other and their opinions. I don't get into cussing someone out. Or nothing. So, that's about it. There's a YouTube channel for everything, yo. You get the topics can get racy occasionally. No, what they call racy isn't what I call racy, but because I used to get really, really, really racy. But yeah, just join in. Your opinion will be respected, just like everyone else's, and talk about anything. No politics, no religion, and no talk about runs. I am going to do a talk about run just for you, Todd. Just for you. As soon as I can figure out why my phone isn't live streaming now. Are there any prejudices or anything? Not by me, and don't seem to be in here. They all pretty much know me. I'm not prejudiced against much. I'm a gay woman. I have mixed grandkids. I have a mixed nephew. Yeah, my Walmart runs. So yeah, they're all pretty much chilled in here, really, honestly. Private King, hello. Welcome to the lounge. You're better off here than Twitter, says Cameron. Yeah, there's no prejudices in here. There's not. I'm allergic to idiots. Like the comic Gallagher. Hazel-eyed Vixen, hello. Yeah, I don't do Twitter very. I use Twitter for private messages, and that's it. Hey, what about them fighting at Popeyes over new chicken sandwich? First of all, I want to say, Private King, hello, welcome to the lounge. My name is Leslie, and my friends and family call me Les. So, welcome to the lounge and being a lounger. I will say for my room though, we do try to do some good, and I'm bringing new topics to the forefront and stuff like that. We adopt. Why do you feel you had to say you're a lesbian? I didn't. I said I'm a gay woman. Because I don't know what you're. That's what I said. There's no reason to be prejudiced in here. I also said I have mixed children. I also have a nephew who's mixed. He's half Jordanian. So, and there's no. That's why I said there's no prejudices. So, everyone in here knows that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I saw on eBay one of them Popeyes chicken sandwiches for $2,500. I said, what the heck is going on? What's the difference between a gay woman and lesbian? No disrespect, genuinely curious. There isn't. I just didn't say the word lesbian. I'm just being an idiot. Les is also a great matchmaker. Yeah, right. Yeah, it is the same thing. I just didn't say lesbian. I'm Irish, English, Scotch, and a touch of Polish. Yeah, there's no prejudices in here. If there are, they pretty much keep it to themselves, so honestly. That thing must have been fossilized. I'm telling you, I looked at my granddaughter, she said, Grandma, and she was telling me one was for 1,400, the other one was for 2,500, and I said, what is up with the Popeye chicken sandwich? And at first she said they're doing away with them. And I said, they ain't that good, because she said, Grandma, you gotta take me to Popeyes. I said, they ain't that good. Oh, they all ran out, but I guess it's going to be on the menu from now on, I guess. I don't know. But I said, there is no chicken sandwich on the face of this earth that's worth $2,500. I'm sorry. There is not. There is nothing on this earth that is that good that's worth $2,500. So my grandkids aren't even that aren't even worth $2,500. Because I know what they can do to someone and they end up giving them back. I got baby's grandkids. Not food wise. Ever since I joined the military, I don't mind the LGBTQ community anymore. Most people in the community are actually really chill. I always call it the LGBTQIALMNOP community. I don't even live my life like that, so, you know. I think they said they were going to quit selling it. And that's what Donna said at first. And then someone told me that they were going to put it back on the menu. I don't know. How do they taste? What's great? I don't know. Your grandkids are priceless. They truly are. To me, anyway. I'm either going to be getting Zach or Nina this weekend. I don't know which yet. If Zach's here, oh my god, he's the terror. And he's the youngest. He's 3. He's the terror of the group. Oh, telling you. Grandkids wear you out. Thank God they're all in school now. So is everybody's kids in school? Has school started for everyone now? Pipe game. My wife's got gout on her feet. Ooh. Thought be anyone taste these sandwiches? I haven't, but apparently my granddaughter Donna. Apparently Donna says they're fantastic. So. Oh, I'm in school, says Private King. Yes, I think all schools have started. Most places in Texas started already. I'm down for a sandwich, says Cameron. Doing special on Weather Channel on Katrina now. My wife needs her feet removed. This pipe game. I am sorry to hear that. Ooh. Anna says, I start my class back day after Labor Day. Awesome. Liz, how is Nina's school? Nina seems to love it. She comes home every day. She's learning new sign language every day. She's just, apparently she just, I don't know how well yet. There's not a progress report. Because I think Thursday was her first day. So she hasn't really been in school a week yet. It'll be a week tomorrow, so, but she seems to really like it, and I've kind of chilled a little bit on that, but still it's the thought. You know, she's in Columbus, I'm here. So, but she seems to like it, and she's doing the sign language thing, so now I'm like, now I've got to call up here to the vocational school and think about taking sign language classes so that way I can keep up with her. Egret says, I've been consumed in thought about those 2 firefighters who were lost at sea now for almost 2 weeks. Oh my god. I hope they find them. My kids all have paws and say meow, but yes, school is back in session, says Sarah. Is she diabetic? Pipe game. All that comes off her feet makes me sleep on the couch. I've seen them cleaning out the gout from feet. That's, yeah, all those crystals. No, she drinks. It has to be Les. My niece has been in trouble 3 times already, and it's only been a week, but she's 4 and sassy, so no surprise. Oh my god. Todd says, hello, pipe game. Anna, hi, pipe game. 12 Four Locos a day, then a 5th of whiskey. Oh, jeez. Same problem was storm urge. Main problem, Katrina, 20-foot waves. Anna's foot. Cameron said, damn, dude, 4 Locos are a heartburn waiting to happen. Pipe game saying hi. Cameron can't handle it. D90, hello. D90 says, hello, Les. Hello, D90. Well, you guys, I gotta tell you something. April sent me a thing. And sent me a thing, and I went and a link, and I went and read the documents and stuff. And guess what? Everyone, hello, hey, says D90. So guess what? It was earlier this week, and of course this isn't hitting the main news. It never does. But Liz, did you see Disney World has already started their Halloween annual party? No, don't talk to me about it because I'm all jelly. Trevor Houston, hello Trevor. Hello from South Carolina. How you doing, Trevor? Hello. Egret says, well, you're dealing with hypothermia and dehydration. You can go without food 2 weeks, but you can only go without water for 3 or 4 days. Exactly. Help. Oh, I don't want to go so bad. So do I. I am so jelly. I am so jelly. I want to go to Disney for Halloween. I want to go to Disney for Christmas too. Well, anyway, you guys, we're gonna have to do a thing on this. Maybe Friday. Scientists have intercepted. Well, actually, it was aimed at Earth. You guys, now listen. 8 radio signals aimed at Earth. Now, the only reason why they found these signals, because they're in very short bursts, we're talking like a second or two, okay, is because there were multiple of them. So they caught 8 of them. They were found by accident, but these were radio signals sent to Earth. So they're doing investigation. They don't know where it came from yet. They don't know where in the universe it came from. But yeah, that is interesting. Trevor says, I'm doing very well. I'm enjoying a family vacation and have enjoyed some great days at the beach. You go, big guy. Go, big guy. At Big Feet, are you making fun of my agony? No, she's telling you she's sorry to hear about it. They are saying 32-foot waves during Katrina. I just told you guys something spectacular and nobody's caught it. I find that interesting. Hmm. Dun, 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 dun. No, don't want that one. Dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So where did these waves originate from? They don't know yet. They don't know. Hazel said, "Oh, that was just signals picked up from mine and Eric's phone combos. We got to be more careful." No, that's cool for reals, Les. Perfect backdrop, isn't it though? The radio waves aimed at Earth are spectacular, maybe proof of extraterrestrial life. Well, it just goes to show, like I said before, way back, you guys, I told you the movie Contact was based on something true, where they intercepted a radio signal. They intercepted a radio signal by accident. This is how they're finding this stuff. It was by accident, but it was found. Now, main news says, "Oh no," because I sat there and heard it. No, that wasn't a radio signal. That was just static. They didn't. No, it happened. Okay. And in 2012, believe it or not, 2012, there was another one found. I can't remember where they said that one originated from. Now here it is. They did 8 of them. They got 8 of them by accident, and they wouldn't have gotten it because it was only a second or two, and that was it. But there were so many of them that caught it. So, and isn't it funny that the last one that they intercepted caught, it was November of 2012 was the last one. Now, does anybody remember what was going on November of 2012? Does anybody? What was significant about November of 2012? Big feet. I have Daytona in my name because I am a racing fan. Cameron says, I don't remember yesterday. Obama, the election. No. November 2012 was the year that the Earth was supposed to end. Okay, Trevor, I seen your name and thought you were from Daytona. It used to be just Trevor Houston. Oh yeah, I remember that now. Well, oh yeah, I did forget. Now, of course, nothing happened in November. Okay, we're all still here. So someone had asked me, said, you know what, Les? They said it was supposed to end and blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, that's the end of the fifth age, so to speak. Because y'all have heard me talk about the age, right? But I said, if anybody thought that there's just going to be this, well, and then bam, I said, that isn't how it works. But I said, something was triggered in 2012. Well, it just so happened in November of 2012, there was a radio signal. Of course, that stuff's never on the news. I just had to take care of my mother for 4 years. I washed her and clothed her, says Pipe Game. So, y'all can take from it what you want. What was it? Let's see. Don't want that one. Dun dun dun. Of course, things like that aren't reported. Who would believe them? Exactly. Exactly. It's still the same one. Things that make you go, Well, let me turn that off. Dun, 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 dun. I was actually trying to find. Is it this one? Oh. Dun, dun. Is it this one? There. Where the hell is Rosie Leon? Mama would choke 3 times a week. I would have to stick my hand in her mouth. Okay, Pipe Game. Well, I might want to start a radio station on the moon. Call me an alien when that happens. Don't tell anyone it's me. Well, we all have to do what we've got to do to deal. Oh. You know, me and my granddaughter were sitting there talking, me and Donna, she's a 17-year-old. And, we were actually talking about the aliens. And I told her what I wanted to do. Nobody cares. I will go. We care, Pipe Game. It just got gross. We care. It just got gross. But I told her about how, like, out back there, I was wanting to hire somebody to build me a spaceship and have little gray aliens coming from it and a fog machine and one little spotlight to have people trip out that walk past, that drive past my house. Call the cops, that kind of thing. So I was wondering, what do aliens eat? What do they eat? Do they even eat? Do they go to the bathroom? Whoops. So I said, well, if they eat, we can introduce them to sliders, but I don't know if they go to the bathroom. So we can feed them sliders, and all they would do was expand and blow up inside. E.T. ate Reese's Pieces and beer. Hell yeah, he did. Hell yeah, he did. I mean, it's not like they have a kitchen on their spaceship. Or do they? Do they have Gordon Ramsay up there cooking for them? I wonder. Things you want to ask. Well, they must like... That's because they sure like to poke people. Yes they do. Hype game, I'm happy you were there to take care of your mom, even though I don't personally know you. That's good taking care of your parents. Hell yeah. I just didn't like the idea of sticking the fingers down the throat when they choke. My Santa, think where you came from. I know. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so I just thought it was interesting that those radio signals came. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I want to thank April for sending me the link to that so I can go read the documents. Ever think that? Why did ET come down to have to go back? He he missed the flight. That's how he got stranded here. They were all to get to the ship and he missed it. So he had to phone him to let him know, hey, I'm here and I'm alive. Animal lover, hello. Well, nice going all right. How's yours? Like, just why are you here? Cameron, they have to set up a sequel. I'm gonna get sleep now. I will most likely return again when I'm back home from vacation. Love you all. Trevor, you have a good night and have fun. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Big Feet said they left his butt. Yeah, they did. Thank you for coming in, Trevor. Yeah, have fun on vacation. Animal Lover says, I'm doing good. Long day at work. I bet. Well, I hope it is, even though you're working, I hope it is good for you. I really do. Let's see, any good movies lately? No. No. But I'm about ready to. I'm about ready to hook up the living room TV and watch me some movies that are out. So I can do some critiques. You guys know they're doing a Beetlejuice 2, or doing another Beetlejuice, right? A revamp. They're redoing Beetlejuice. And let's see, they're doing They're doing another It. You guys. How disappointing. Joker looks pretty cool. Yeah, you want to see the new Joker movie? The It sequel, September 6th. Yep, they're doing another Beetlejuice, and from what I understand, Michael Keaton will be in it. From what I understand. Anna says, one, it was enough. I know the feeling. Yep. So that's what I have so far on the movie front. I swear people should be mad about these remakes. I am on some. Did you know that there was there was a remake of Nightmare on Elm Street and I didn't even know about it. I guess it came out in 2010. He's like, oh, hell to the no, I won't be watching. Damn clowns, I know. Say it 3 times. Innocent, the only way to have beer. They're making a sequel to Coming to America. More sexual chocolate. Yeah. They're doing a sequel to Coming to America, and I believe Eddie Murphy is in that one too. Yeah, Michael Keaton. I'm sorry. I thought I said Michael Keaton. Yeah, Michael Keaton will be in Beetlejuice. We were talking, Don asked me, what's your favorite scary movie? I said, I don't really have a favorite scary movie. I said, Silence of the Lambs, of course, is always be one of my favorite movies. And then she said Nightmare on Elm Street, and I said the original, yeah. And she said that there was a 2010 remake of it, and I said, I didn't know about it. You probably did. Took my Ambien list. I probably didn't. They remade Rocky Horror Picture Show and made Frankenfurter a woman. Oh no. No, you can't redo Rocky Horror Picture Show, and you can't make Frankenfurter a woman. That takes away from the whole thing. That takes away from the whole movie, making Frankenfurter a woman. Yeah, honestly, Tim, nobody will be able to play Frankenfurter like Tim. I'm sorry. He is Dr. Frankenfurter. That ruins the whole movie. It really does. I don't want to see it now. I don't want to see it now. You cannot do... I'm sorry. You can't. And I guess there's going to be another Thor, and Thor's going to be played by a woman. I was like, how does that work? Really? Mm-mm-mm. Sarah said, the scariest movies I've ever seen are Gaslight with Ingrid Bergman and the German language version of Funny Games. Michael Stipe made an excellent Frankenfurter when he was a young man. Who's Michael Stipe? Now, you know who makes a good Dr. Frankenfurter? You know the show Will and Grace? The guy who plays Will. Dead serious. Makes almost a spot on. That's who I thought it was. I didn't even know he played Frankenfurter. That's who I thought Michael Stipe was. I was like, isn't he from Marion? But that's why you can't do Dirty Dancing without Patrick Swayze. No way. It just seems to say that using ideas that are already established is fine if that's the case, and everyone takes the subconscious notion as the takeaway. Then free new thinking is on the decline. Look, my free new thinking is not on the decline at all. But there's just some things you don't mess with. Yeah, I was like, no, come on. They went too far. Nobody will ever replace Tim Curry in my eyes. I'm telling you. But the dude that plays Will from Will and Grace is spot on. And yes, I know this for a fact because I used to hang out at the gay bars and, of course, show tunes everywhere, and he was in them. Yeah. And Susan Sarandon, I don't know if they're going to have Susan Sarandon in that. And I see it on social media content every day. No, Susan Sarandon was hot back in the day for her age, though. She still looks good. Sarah says, I forget what AFAIK means. I forget. You guys are going to tell me several times. There's a TV interview with him where he was famous, where he was dressed up that way. Oh. Everyone that has a new hit is the same as the other. Every new meme is a variation of the other. It's all the same crap, and everyone is fine with it. Oh, I'm not. Big Feast says, yep, I agree. Nice Anna, I won't watch Dirty Dancing if they remake it. Well, I can't anyway. Eric ruined that movie for me, but still, I wouldn't watch it anyway. Oh, yeah, as far as I know. Okay, I gotta keep... I gotta see, I am so not up on that stuff. You know. Just like it took me forever to figure out what IHO stands for, and it took me forever once I was told to learn it. Every remake sucked. Now, what I don't mind is them doing like The Mermaid and Lion King, all them cartoons, and doing them in live animation. I do not mind that. I do not mind that at all. But there's just some movies you don't remake because they're classics all on their own. I never saw Dirty Dancing until a couple years ago. That movie was terrible. I agree, Sarah. My friend Michelle made me watch that daggone movie, and it's not my kind of movie. Never cared to watch it. She's like, "Oh, Les, this movie's great," and it was done and over with. And I was like, "What was so great about it?" But let's face it, there are only so many ideas out there, and there's only so many ideas that people will go and see. So that's blasphemy, y'all. Freak dancing in '63. GMAB. I don't know what GMAB stands for. I really don't. There's nothing new under the sun. No, there really isn't. There's just different ways of telling it, but... Oh, Sarah, good thing I believe in everyone's opinion. But Swayze's dancing, please. But that doesn't mean it is okay to copy your brother. Oh, give me a break. Okay. Creepy Willy Wonka remake with Johnny Depp. Yeah, that was... No. That was awful. That really was awful. Tim Burton just should have stayed out of that one. He really should have. He really, really should have. Man, I'm hungry. And I shouldn't be, but I am. Good thing I love Johnny Depp. You know, Johnny Depp will go like 2 weeks without a shower. The actress who played Violet Beauregard in the original died recently. Oh, not Violet. She's my favorite spoiled brat. Cameron says, it's like watching everyone slip into a mold. No one is eventually going to be of the same mold types in a worst case scenario. Well, there's just different ways of telling the same story, but there's other movies to be made. It's just not, they're not feature films. And if you've hung around these kids nowadays, they all slip into a mold. Please, I'm surrounded by them little assholes. I know. I'm like, really, be original. Be yourself for once. Johnny Depp could walk around in a trash bag for 2 weeks and I would still love him less. I'm just saying. Same with Robert Pattinson. He doesn't take showers either. I watched a list of all these guys in Hollywood that don't take showers, and some surprised me. The Addams Family remake coming out before Halloween. Now that's different because that's going from a TV show to a movie. Oh no, they did do a movie, didn't they? That's how I am with, oh my god. Oh my god, Robert Pattinson is my other love. Yeah. Hazel, who all do you like so we know who doesn't take a shower? There's women out there too. Believe it or not. They'll go like a week or two without a shower. Johnny Depp's ex-wife, girlfriend, whatever she was one of them. She didn't take one either. And she's a model. Really? Yeah, who was the actor who played... Oh... God, and I loved him too. That Spanish actor who played Gomez. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember. But Addams Family, let's face it, it was awesome. Big Feet says, good night, y'all. Till next time. Well, Big Feet, thank you for coming in, sweetie. Thank you. And I hope you have a good night. Someone Google homeless smelling celebrities. Well, these celebrities aren't... They're leading people. They're not homeless. Oh my god. Let's see. But yeah. Yes, Santa, he's gonna be in a new Netflix series coming up called The King. I can't wait. Who is? Todd, you weren't right. Todd never was right. That's serious. John Astin, that's right. No, it wasn't John Astin. He made Marion hello. He was in the TV series. I'm talking about in the movie that Ruel, oh, the movie Addams Family. Oh, Robert Pattinson. I know one thing. I pay for Netflix every month, and I have no way to access. I gotta find a way to access. You know what? I can bring my Wii U in here. I won't be able to play it. Yes, I can. I just ain't got no more plugs. That's serious. Raul Julia, that's right. Oh man, I was upset when he died. I was like, oh wow. Raul Julia. I think he did great in that. I love the Addams Family movie. I did. I really did. I couldn't help it. And the one human looking thing is she's the outcast of the family. That's funny. Yes, he did, Les. Yeah, I loved him in that movie. No, that's my kind of comedy movie right there. We were talking about. Have you guys? Oh, what was the name of that movie? Have you guys ever watched like what was it? Miami's Most Wanted, or I think that was the name of it. We had this white dude go around acting black, and he's just a hot mess. A hot mess. They need to do another one. The grandma was the best. Oh yeah, tell me about it. They're all, if you ask me, they're all the best. I just loved it. Put Christina Ricci on the map. Didn't do much for Pugsley. And now Christina Ricci, I think her last role was Lizzie Borden on TV. I watched that. As a matter of fact, once I get access, I'm going to bring my Wii U in here, and I really just don't have no more plugs though. Fudge. I do, but it's behind the green screen. Oh god, I've got everything in this daggone office, and we need to move it out. For real, so that way I can put up what I want. Get the shelves in here. Looks like Florida's going to get it straight on. Jeez, sorry, Weather Channel on. That's okay, Anna. Grass says, didn't like the Addams Family movie at all. Angelica Houston was a joke as Morticia, compared to Carolyn Jones. Well, nobody could do Carolyn Jones. Jeez, she didn't even come close to the beauty in class Carolyn Jones did. Carolyn Jones, oh my god, she is the quintessential Morticia. I mean, and I don't think that I don't think anybody could fit into Carolyn Jones's dress. She was so tiny. Sarah says Christina Ricci's best role was Eileen Wuornos' girlfriend in Monster. Wuornos was played by Charlize Theron and won an Oscar for it. Yeah, that was a good movie. I didn't even know that was Charlize Theron at first. I think Ricci had kids and scaled her career back because of it. Cameron says corset. Who wore a corset? Wasn't Carolyn Jones. Carolyn Jones didn't wear a corset. She was just that small. Egret says gorgeous. She was. But I agree, you can't beat the original. No, my grandma was a size 0. Yeah, really. My grandma was the same size. My grandma was 5 foot, and she was a size 0. And she only weighed 92 pounds. Yep. Now they make clothes for her. They even go down to 00. But before, when she was alive, and this was only... Okay, she died in 2001. So that was 18 years ago. And they didn't make clothes that small. So they would just tell my grandma to go to the juniors department in the kids section. And my grandma says, do I look like I'm a kid? I'm serious. Anna says, wow. Cameron says, awesome. It wasn't awesome. It was just her size. She said that she was okay at 94, but if she got any bigger than that, she didn't feel good. She felt comfortable around 92. And she can handle 94, but if she got to like 96, 97, she said she didn't feel good. And that's when I understood it doesn't matter if you're fat or thin, it's what you feel good at. So I was like, Grandma, you can stand and put on some weight, but for her, it didn't feel good. That is just what her size was. My big toe is a size 0. Same here. Egret song said those eyes and that walk with that figure, sheer sexiness. Yeah, she had those nice eyes. Same here, says Maid Marian. And just think, my grandma had 2 sons, 6'4", 6'2". Jeff's like 300. Well, he was at the time. I'm sure he still is actually, like 340 pounds, pure muscle. Greg, well, he ended up losing weight, so I think he got down to 210. My ex-mother-in-law had same issue buying shoes. She had to shop in kids section, and she said it was hard finding non-light up shoes. Yeah, my grandma, she had tiny feet. My grandma was just tiny. My grandpa's 6'4", 300 some pounds. And I wouldn't piss with her for shit. You know. Honestly, I wouldn't. I'd be like, I'd look down at her and she'd be looking up, and I'm like, yes, ma'am. I don't know. Here I am, 30 years old, 31 years old, and I'm like, yes, ma'am. I never talk back to my grandma. That would be the last thing that would happen to me, or I didn't have a jaw. Yes, ma'am. So John Astin was in the original sitcom with Carolyn Jones. Yes. 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 Which I think John Astin, I think he did a great job, especially with that cigar. I loved it. Dynamite comes in small packages. That's exactly what she said. Exactly what my grandma said. I remember I was living down there. Carolyn passed so young, I believe at 53, colon cancer. Aww. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Didn't. I was down there and I moved down to help my grandma out. Excuse me. And I have this habit of wearing my shoes to where there's like absolutely nothing left but a shoelace on it. So my grandma had hold my money, which is better than any bank around. I had her hold my money, and my mom came down. I forget what reason it was. My sister was there. My mom was there. The boys were there. And Cheryl and I went up to the mall up in Clarksburg. And my grandma said, hold on a minute. She came out, threw some money on the counter. She said, now. She said, you're going to come back with a new pair of shoes on. And I'm going to throw those other ones and burn them. Or she said, don't come back at all. I said, yes, ma'am. So my mom was standing there, you know. So me and my sister took off. Came back and I had my new shoes on. And my grandma, she just ended up throwing my shoes away. I said, here. She just threw them away. Mom said, how did you get her to do that? Meadowbrook Mall. Yes, sirree. That's right, Hazel. And grandma said, I just told her. And I looked at my mom. I said, look, you're mom, but that's grandma. You don't mess with grandma. Grandma tells me, I don't mess with her. No. Meadowbrook Mall. That's right, Hazel. Santa says, we just never disrespected my Grammy, and she never raised her voice and had Sunday dinners every Sunday until her cancer wouldn't let her. She was a great lady. Yeah, I just, just never disrespected her. Now, I've heard her raise her voice, but it was never at me. Les, who was hotter during their prime, Susan Sarandon or Gina Davis? Gina Davis. Anna says Susan. I just don't. Well, you know. Todd agrees with me. Gina. Hazel said Gina. I'm not. I don't usually. Usually, I'm not a blonde person. Usually. Usually. Jeffrey said Gina Davis and Thelma and Louise was super cute. Always called my mom and her friend Jan, who was my Aunt Jan, um, Thelma and Louise, because they would just get into some shit. Anna says, I'm so outnumbered. Hazel said, Jeffrey, yes, and I love that movie. I just thought this ending was sad. Our friend Adriana, and I call each other that. Thelma and Louise is a great movie. It was alright. I liked it. I mean, I don't hate it. I've never watched it again, but I used to live near Linda Carter. Saw her all the time in grocery stores. She was very glamorous. Linda Carter, yeah, I still think Linda Carter, for her age, is a good-looking woman. The ending of Thelma and Louise was perfect. I liked her in Bull Durham. Oh my. Hazel said she was beautiful. Now, who are you talking about? Gina Davis or Susan Sarandon? Wonder Woman! Oh, I know. Did I say? Yeah, Bull Durham. Cheryl Teagues, when she made that swimsuit poster, was a huge turn on, says Jaffrey. I never cared for her, yeah. I Santa, yes, another good movie. Bull Durham, yeah, I didn't get more than 10 minutes into that one. I'm just... Yeah, Cheryl Teagues just didn't... And my mom, when I was a teenager, she said, you could look like Cheryl Teagues if you just tried. I said, I don't like Cheryl Teagues, Mom. If you just tried. I don't know. I can't get turned on by 50-year-old poster models. 50-year ago poster models, says Cameron. Oh, Cameron. I know. To be young again. I didn't really get turned on by any posters, but still. It's like, I know they are 50 years older. Uh, there ain't nothing wrong with 50-year-olds. But Cameron's like 20. Now, I still think Linda Carter is a good-looking woman for her age. I really do. One of Susan Sarandon's first movies was The Other Side of Midnight. Great movie, came out in the 70s, says Egret Song. Christy Brinkley in Vacation. Christy Brinkley still looks good. Tess M, hello. Long time, sweetheart. That is good to see you. Good to see you too. Hazel, I'm just thankful Eric's into cougars. I'm closer to 50 than 30. Oh. I'm not a cougar, I'm a puma. I'm not really anything. It's just whoever tickles my fancy and who has that certain quality about them. that I like. 50 years is alright, but 20 plus 50 isn't all that great. Dennis Sarandon was in that Brooke Shields early film, Pretty Baby. I just never been a big Susan Sarandon fan. I mean, I like her. She's as a person, but you know, don't even try to sell me that Christy Brinkley hasn't had work. Not fooling me, says Egret Song. I don't know if she has or hasn't. I agree, Hazel, says Anna. That's why age is just another number, Les. Yeah, it's just who has that certain something about him that I like. Mm. But you want to know one type person that I have never dated because for some reason I just don't, not by my choosing, but don't seem to get along with is Italians. I don't know why. I mean, I like them. I like to have, you know, I know a lot of pure blood Italian people, a ton of them. You can't work in an Italian restaurant and not know them. But well, my boss, Michael, but his wife wasn't Italian. But Michael Fayella, um, and his dad was so short, Mike was so tall, and his dad was so cute, and he didn't speak a lick of English. But for some reason, temperament, maybe because I was too chilled. I don't know. Um, a lot of people can't handle it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have my moments where, you know, I get truly fed up, but um Todd says me too. They're too Tess says me too, they're too hairy. Well, I don't know about the men. I get along with Italian men. Damn, I'm Italian, we're all weird. I get along with Italian men. It's the women. Hazel said they're good lovers, but those tempers are fiery. Maybe I was too chilled. I don't know. Did you hear about the TV news anchor who compared her co-anchor to a gorilla? What an idiot. Oh my god. Good lover overcome hairiness. I get along with Italian men. It's just the women for some reason. I don't know what it is. But I have found out that having a chilled person, being with somebody who can be really chilled, a lot of people can't handle that. And I have my moments, don't get me wrong, I'm normal. I have my moments where I get irritated beyond belief. I saying, oh no, not for me, I can't do Harry, says Hazel. But for some reason, and there's been some Italian women that I want to go out with, but for some reason, it just... Now, I got along with my friend Michelle, but she was also half French. Her dad was pure French, and her mom was pure Italian. And it says, you go, Todd. I used to saying something about... saying something about my OBS. I'm like, no, it hasn't disconnected that I've seen. But I don't know why. Now, I have dated a couple of Latina women. I don't think I'll do that again. And you would think I would get along great, me being Spanish and all, but you went offline for a sec, huh? Oh, did I? Okay. And it didn't show up. Oh, okay, because it didn't show up on my thingy. Alrighty, that's why it did it. But you would think I would get along with the Latino women because I am Spaniard. I'm second generation off the boat from the country of Spain. but it just didn't turn out. They got hot tempers. Okay, I can speak on Latino men, says Tess. I can't speak on any man. I can't. I do love those Latino women, says Cameron. Look, I like any woman that, like I said, tickles my fancy. Getting along with, meaning how? Who, me? Cameron says, but then again, I'm not picky. Who, me getting along with? Like with Latino women? I don't know. We just, as in a relationship? Mm-mm. I, friends, great. Relationship? Yep, Latino men have hot tempers, but damn, they are hot. Majority of my friends are Latinos, says Tess. Yeah, I just don't know why it just doesn't work out, but I guess it's just not meant to be. So, well, all this talk of hotness, hairy lovers, probing aliens, I think my ambient saying let's have some weird dreams. Yeah, Cameron. Plus early day tomorrow, so heading to bed. Anna, you have yourself a good night. And thank you for coming. Maybe the ones you were with weren't gay. Oh, they were. They were. You have a good night too, Anna. Mm-mm-mm. She's doing alright. Cam. Doing okay. I'm letting her live. Oh, the family's fine. Cameron's fine. The grandkids are fine. It's all the same thing, just different day. Nina's in a school for the deaf. She's in all deaf. So she's doing. She seems to really like it. So I'm hoping to get her this weekend. If not Zach, I mean, who? Nina, my granddaughter. Oh, soon we forget. She's 9 now. Yeah, she's deaf. I thought you knew. Yeah. Yeah, the hearing aids aren't doing it. Liz, you see Joe's at Niagara Falls this week? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm so jelly. Dead serious, Todd. SM, little sweetie. Yeah. She ain't so little anymore. She grown up. I went to give her a hug. She was like, all right. Used to be she just be up my butt, and it's now, all right. Oh, she's growing. Hazel in my bed is calling me Liz. Hope you all have a great night. Much love. And same to you. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm gonna smoke this and then I'm gonna get going. SM says, really? Yeah, she growing. She might be deaf, but she's still a 10-year-old. Or a 9-year-old. Yeah. But she will always be my little girl. She'll be 25 years old and said, really, Grandma? I can hear it now. Really, Grandma? Be like, yeah, I can hear it now. Oh. So yeah, she's just growing like a weed, and then little man, my handsome man, Zaya. He's 4. Him's in school now. The youngest, Zach, 3 years old. He's in school. They're all in school. I wanted to cry. 9-year-old girls seem to be the biggest parenting challenge. Because parents are totally blindsided by that hormone surge. Oh, yeah. And you know, I hate to say this, and you guys please don't think I'm disgusting or nothing, but she's developing at an early age. I happened to watch her walk down the hall, and I was like, oh my god, she's got a butt. She's never had a butt. You had to put diapers on her just to notice she had a butt. Her butt used to be this big. So she was walking down the hall, and I just happened to look, and I was like, she got a butt. Oh my god, my baby's got a butt. Oh my god. And now, she needs a training bra. I about died. I about died. I was like, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Cameron's going disgusting. Sarah's like, no, I understand where you're coming from. Boys are so much simpler. But I was like, my baby needs a training bra. No. 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 Where's that little girl whose diety I changed, and she would climb up my lap and just thought I was number one on everything, and now she just looks at me and thinks, oh, that's just grandma. It goes by so fast. Oh, you don't know how bad I want her to be a little one again. Oh, I thought once the boys, because when they grew up, I was like, oh, for them to be little again and just sit on my lap, and I'd rock them and they talk to me. Now the boys I have now are smarter because they know, ooh, grandma rocking chair. No, that means sleep. I ain't doing it. Zaya just says no. No. And Zach's okay until it starts to get dark, and he's like, no. 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 Tess going, all. Egret says, you'll make it, Les. Life goes on. Then they're grown and leave. That's just it. They get grown. And I think this is going to be it on the grandkids, actually. I think there might be one more. And then Cameron. I said, Cameron, you know I want that baby. He says, I know, Aunt Liz. I said, I want that baby. He says, I know. Ah. Because it looks like Ian's not going to have any kids thanks to his girlfriend, but they just get grown, and that's sad. I don't want them to grow. They're so young. Now they're growing old, and I just want them young. Because I think it's because you can protect them. And after they get to a certain age, you have to let them be themselves, you know? I have two by marriage, not close. I think your love for them, you just want to protect them. And you can't do that the rest of their lives. You really can't do that the rest of their lives. I I know I have to. Yeah, they're adults. Yeah, they they got to grow up and they got to learn their social skills. You know, the only thing you can do is guide them. Still treat them like people. Oh, of course. I've always let them be themselves. I think that's what you're supposed to do with kids. They are to be themselves. You guide them, you know. But I've always believed kids should have their own mind and should be allowed to express themselves. Not destroy my home. I will break their fingers, and they know that. But um, you know, they can create, and they all have their own personalities. I wouldn't want them all to be robots and the same. And the boys weren't either. They were allowed to tell their point. You know, I'm not known to smack them or nothing. You know, even Ina said grandma won't smack me. She found out grandma would. But, you know, yes, they have to learn that whatever decisions they make, they are accountable for. Yeah, you know, when they're young, you can protect them somewhat though. You can let them be them, but you can still protect them, and um I think that's what it is. You want to protect them the rest of their life and you can't. And it just like time is flying, and like Nina's already 9, and you know, I can't treat her like I did when she was 2. She's got to learn to make friends and you know, and deal with friendships and stuff, and you know, and I can't do it for her. That's the best you can do. Some people have a grudge against the kids and vice versa. I don't have no grudge against the kids. They're supposed to grow up. It's just sad when they do. It is. It's just sad when they do. That's all. Because especially going through it, I already know what to expect. And it should be easier, but it's not. And they're not even, you know, from my loins or nothing, you know. So but you still love them and you still care for them, and you know, they're your world and they're mine no matter what. I'm not as close with the boys as I am Nina though. SM says, "Man, I'll never feel this." You never know. Wait till the grandkids come along. You'll feel it. And that's another thing I had to learn as a grandparent. I did the same thing with the boys though, so I think I was used to it already with that. And the fact that like when I had my nephews, I you know, of course I didn't give birth to them, but I still respected the fact that Cheryl was their mother. And so I would never do anything for them unless I talked about it with Cheryl first, because she is their mother. And it didn't matter that you know, I had them or not. Still tried to make her feel, you know, I don't want her to feel bad or nothing. So there's that line, and especially with being a grandparent, if you have that line, you know, um they are the parents. It's how they want it. But I feel as a grandparent, if you see something wrong, you should say something. Not nitpick wrong. Not nitpick wrong. But if something just doesn't seem right, you got to choose your battles on that one for real. First son, he is married, but he is older, no kids. Oh, That doesn't mean he's. Oh, but she is older. No kids. For son is all I have, or one son. Oh, never know. They could adopt. So, but Donna, you know, she could have children, and then, like I said, Cameron. So, and I know Cameron will have a kid. Egret said never wanted kids. I wanted kids. I wanted a boy and a girl. And I always said I'm gonna have a boy and a girl, and the girl's gonna be older. Um, but um, I was not blessed with the ability to have my own. But I know why now, because God said, "Mm-mm," because there's gonna be kids in your life that's gonna need you, and it's true. My nephews needed me terribly. Um, Cameron says that's what you have. Yeah. Oh, how would you be as a great grandma? Um, actually, I'm already a great grandma. Nina, Zaya, and Zach are actually the great grandkids. But um, when Chris got here, um, Chris and Gabby, Chris is actually the grandson because nobody knows how to have a baby past the age of 15 until Chris. And so actually Nina, Zay, and Zach are the great grandchildren. So, but they just call us grandma. I've had Nina. We had her. I went to. Yes, I am proud of it, Cameron. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah, that complicates things, but it's easier to call them your grandkids. Yeah, it does. Um, and they just call us grandma. I went to never forget 2010 Thanksgiving Day. I went and picked Gabby and little Christina up and from the bus station, and we got home, and the first thing I did was let me have that baby. And she, I've she's been by my side. I've loved that girl. The only time I put her down is when I had to leave. I had to go get my mom, and then we went over to my sister's for Thanksgiving dinner. Came home, and I was like, "Where's the baby?" And I had that baby for 5 years. 5 years. That was my baby. Everywhere I went, she went. She was with me every day because we lived in the same. We had to live in an apartment building, and there was 4 apartments, and I lived on the lower one. And every day, I had her every day, 5 years. Or I'm not paying attention. No, you're paying attention. You're paying attention. I just call them my grandkids because I'm too young. I'm too young to be a great grandma. So it's just easier to call them my grandkids. So, and no matter where I go, those grandkids will be. I could move to Timbuktu, and those grandkids will come out and visit Gamma Lily in Timbuktu. Doesn't matter where I'm at. They will always have their bedroom in my home. Doesn't matter. Of course, their favorite bedroom is the living room. You know how kids are. I'm going to make a tent. Okay. We're going to go camp in the living room. Okay. It's just easier for them to have their treats and watch Paw Patrol or whatever movie they want to watch at the time. I forget what movie they're into now. Forget the name of it. So, and it's so funny because we'll put it on the TV if there's a movie that they like, and it'll just loop on demand. It just loops. I'm like, oh God, you hear this thing all night long. Jeez. You put up with it, I guess. I remember he was 2, and he wanted to be a fireman. He loved firemen. And there was a movie out called Backdraft, and I had the VHS. And he always said, Sethy, backdaff. So he put on his fireman's hat, and there he'd be running around in his underwear, and he put his coat on backwards. I mean, upside down. So that way he'd have a high collar like the firemen do. And we'd sit on the couch, and he'd lean up against me, and we'd just watch Backdaff. You let them bring a friend over also? Yeah, they're allowed to bring friends over. Dead serious. They're allowed to bring friends over. As a matter of fact, like Donna, you know, she's going to have her friend. She's 17 though, but she's going to have her friends here this weekend, and I don't care. I'm not leaving them alone in the house. That's why I'm not going to the zoo, but, you know. You sound like the ideal grandma. I don't know about that. I guess in a way I am, because they pretty much rule. They've taken over the living room. I don't even go in the living room anymore. My poor recliner in there is just missing me so much. And of course the boys, they love getting in there. Nina especially. She'd be like, Grandma, I'll sit in your seat. Because my poor recliner just misses me so much. And I don't even go in there anymore because they've taken it over. I don't even know why we have furniture in there. I really don't. Reminding me of all the ways that I never wanted kids. Oh, I love it. I do. And if they lived right next door to me like before, I'd take them everywhere. There'd be times I'll just go or I'm going past their house. And I was like, I have one of the kids. I really don't care which one. Most usually it's Nina. Because she's the bigger bully. The boys still take naps, so. She doesn't anymore, of course. So she's usually awake and the boys are usually sleeping. Every time I go to get Zach, he's sleeping. I'm like, good God. The kid sleeps all the time. But he don't take naps here. That really upsets me. He started to, though. It shows as you're so sincere when you talk about them. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to give them all the memories I can. Egress is way too much of a free spirit. Who? The kids or me? Look, I will say this, though. They know what they're not allowed to touch. They know they don't. They do not. They do not touch my phone unless I'm awake. Well, they definitely don't touch our cell phones. Oh, you're too much of a free spirit. Well, so am I. You just learn to take kids with you. I never thought. Um, I never thought they were a hassle, even when I had the boys. I never once thought. The boys were good kids, though. I could take them anywhere. I always call the grandkids the baby kids, but they're really not. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, when the grandkids came, no, I didn't. Like when little Nina came in my life, no, I didn't go to the strip clubs or nothing. And definitely wouldn't take little one with me. You know, it's that kind of thing. But when I don't have them, Trust me, I had fun. My mom always said I would not make a good mother. She denies it now, but all while the boys were growing up and stuff, and before then, you would not make a good mom. You would not make a good mom. Why? I'm strict. She said, you don't have the patience. I said, no, I have the patience. I'm just strict. Look, you don't mess with my electronics. There's no reason for it. And so, like the grandkids, now Zaya, he'll pick up the phone and hand it to me when I'm awake. If I'm asleep, he leaves it alone. Or he'll come tell me, Gamaleli, phone ringing. I'll be like, okay, baby, let it ring. Just let it ring, Zaya. Okay. I'm like, Donna's right there. Nope, he bypasses her. Gamaleli, the phone's ringing. But they know not to mess with my electronics. They know not to mess with my movies. And they don't. They know not to play in the bathroom. And they don't. If I hear them, I'll be like, kids, and out they run. They don't splash around in the sink or the toilet or anything. Tess says, yes, because it's personal. Show respect. Nice. Yeah. They know that if I tested Zaya, and he said, Gamaleli, can I go out back and play? Or he said, can I go outside and play? I said, yes, only out back. Okay. And he never went, he never went off the porch. I was like, dude, you can go swing on the swings and shit, you know? I just don't like them out front. I can't see them out front. I can see them in the back. But usually I don't let Zaya go out by himself. Nina, yeah, as long as I can see her. Zaya, no, but I wanted to test him, and he never went off that back porch. You know, they know. No, you are not allowed out front. No, they know that. So, I don't know about Zach. I'm not trusting him. But at least Zaya knows. And I won't let him out back too often. I just wanted to see what he would do. And I watched him the whole time, and he never went off. And but he never tried to go out front. Now Nina would go out front if I was mowing the lawn, and I'd be like, get in the back. Egret said, never missed having even one. Some people, it's not for, you know, but I look at it this way. This is what God intended me to do, so this is why I wasn't blessed with my own. You know, I'm just strict. I'm sorry. You don't play. You can play in the tub when you have your toys in the tub, but you're not going to sit there, you're not going to sit there and act like you're going to do Olympic swimming in my bathtub. No. You can play with your, you know, we got the bathroom crayons, where they can write on the tub and the walls, and all you got to do is rinse it off and wipe it down. That's all you got to do. Who's Chris? I'm Charles. Don't be. That's Nina, Zaya, and Zach's dad. So they got that, and they got whatever they like to write, especially Nina. Nina likes to write, and so we got her those bath crayons, and you know, you let them have their little soapy suds, and they like to do things with their hair, you know, just like kids. They giggle and stuff, and they'll say, "Look, Grandma," and I'm like, "Oh, isn't that lovely?" You said having kids is something good God created you to do. Well, because I wanted children of my own. I wanted to have two children. You know, I may look butchy, but I'm still a woman, and I wanted to have two children. But I could not have kids. I found out when I was 21 I couldn't have kids. So, and that's because I think God knew, of course, He knew that there was going to be children in my life that need me. And so my nephews needed me and my grandchildren need me. So, um, if what is meant is purposed to happen, and what has happened was meant to happen. Exactly. That's how I feel. That says you're accepting. Don't get me wrong. I really do wish I had my own bloodline. I really do. Because with me, my memory dies. The the every trait of mine that I wanted to pass on will not be passed on. And that's sad. But then again, I'll be dead. What do I care? You wanted maybe, but not necessarily something God created you to do. I never thought that I would have to raise my nephews. That isn't something I wanted. Somebody had to step in and be a mom. You know? It's a good thing, Les, is what I meant. Oh, I know, Tess. Yes. Yes. But I truly believe, and Egret, I understand. But, you know, I believe in God, and I believe this is what was meant to be. It was designed by God. But that's just how I believe, you know. Um, my mom and dad wasn't gonna raise those boys. Mm-mm. And I certainly couldn't see them in a system. Because that's exactly where they were heading towards because of my sister. I couldn't see it. No. I don't believe in it. I would have had 2 more grandsons if they would have listened to me. If what is must have meant to be. Yeah. I believe it. It was meant to be. And I would have had 2 more grandsons, twin boys. They'd be 13 now. 14. They'd be 14 now. And I think of them all the time. If they would have listened to me. And someone didn't, and the boys were lost into the system. Don't know where they're at. And now it's a big regret in the family. And they all said we should have listened to Les. Yeah, you should have. Family needs to be with family. You know, that's exactly how I feel. I have a strong sense of family. And like I said, no matter what happens, like if Fran and I, you know, split tomorrow and I end up going even to another state, or if I move, you know, away from here, my grandkids are going to be with me. Yeah, yeah, circumstantial situations change a lot of things, don't they? Yeah, they do. But it all depends on what you believe in. You know, like my grandchildren will always be my grandchildren. I will be there for every one of their milestones. I will be there for them to chill out on weekends. I'll be there for when there's summer vacations. But how much control do you have over them? You don't want to know. Oh, you mean circumstances? Yeah, I didn't look. I was drunk. I was. And I didn't expect at that age to be saddled with kids. I never thought it would happen. And Ian was about a year old. He was around a year old. And I was having kidney stone problems, and I was drinking. I was still drinking. And I thought I was losing my kidney. And I could have. I was close to it. And I looked at Ian one night. I came home and I looked at him, and he was just a mess. I was moved in with my sister to help, and he was still up. She was in bed. He was a mess. I was drunk, and I was my kidney issues. Um, I woke up and I thought, this boy needs a mommy, and so I had to. Of course, I ended up having the stone finally removed after 6 months, and I quit drinking. It was probably one of the hardest things I've done. And my friends understood. I had a lot of support. A lot of support. I'm not going to say I didn't, because I did. And my friends understood. And every time I wanted to drink, I would just, because Ian, he wouldn't sleep unless he slept on top of me. And I had to hold him every night, and that's how he slept. And I just thought of him every time, and trust me, it was hard. And I did it. But even when I was drinking and stuff, of course I never drank and drove, and certainly not with him around. But I would take him everywhere. Take him to the park. I mean, he was such a good baby. So good. My friends just adored him because he never cried. He just happy-go-lucky. He was a happy-go-lucky kid. He's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm cute. I look like Charlie Brown. I know it. Yes, I have an email address. Matter of fact, I'll write it in here. It's LEZ'SLounge@gmail.com. Really? Always do that. Oh god, I am so hungry. There. There it is. But I did it, and I worked. Went to school. I don't know. Did everything you're supposed to do. Good god, you had so much energy when you're in your 20s. Oh my god. I would love to have the energy I did in my 20s. I was constantly moving. I don't think I slept for 3 years. I'm that serious. Rain Dancer, hello. I'd like to talk to you about some things one-on-one. Okay, that'd be fine. Not a problem. Let's see. And then by the time Cameron came around, it was like, old hat. 5 years later, here comes Cam. He was a preemie and he was so chubby. I remember the day he was born. Oh my god, he was so little. Oh my god. Mm. But he was my little butt buddy. He still kind of is, actually, to tell you the truth. But kids will hurt you. Boy, he hurt me. I don't know about you, Tess, but kids can hurt you. Rain answer, hi, half asleep. Oh, good God, it's way past my bedtime. I'm going to finish this cigarette and then I'm going to go for real. Have a good night, all. You too, Egret. You take care, hon. Thank you for coming. I can talk about kids all night. Can you tell? I can talk about my grandkids and my nephews and what I've done. And Anna says, "Your sugar okay, Les?" Yeah, I'm just right now. I'm just hungry because I've only eaten dinner and that was it, and that was at 5. So I'm like really hungry. You have a good night, Sarah. Take care. Thank you for coming. Mmm. I don't know what I'm gonna have. I really don't. I would make a sandwich, except for I ain't got no bread. I ought to run up and get some bread. Oh, I think she was saying goodnight to Egret. Oh. Tess, and thank you, Les. Night. You have a good night, Tess. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's getting late. I got some editing to do, and I got a video to make, and blah blah blah. So I might as well go ahead and go too. So yes, I like your heart. Oh well, thank you, Egret. Yeah. Not too many people get to see it because I always have to be a B word because somebody's always ticking me off. They're always having to make me out to be the bad guy, and I don't know why. Aaron says, "Take it easy, guys." You too. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Thank you for participating and thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. And I hope everybody does have a great night, great day. I'm going to try to come on tomorrow during the day to do some spam calling because I know scam calling because I know people like that. So who makes you out to be? Oh, trust me, there's plenty out there. There's, you know, it's a long story, but it. I look at it this way, you know, I pretty much leave people alone, but when you start bringing it in my home, we have a problem. Because I don't like drama in my home. I really don't. I don't like drama. And it's my home. You don't pay my bills. So there's no sense coming in here with freaking attitude because I promise you, my attitude will win. It's my home. Now, you want to have an attitude, you go to your home. You want to have an attitude with me, you want to have a pissing contest with me, you go to your home. I'll visit you. Never. I haven't yet. Don't bring it in my house. There's no peeing contest in my home. I promise you will lose. My home is for me and whoever I'm with to have a safe place. It's for the kids to have a safe place, to have the friends, to have a safe place without there's enough drama in this world. They don't need it in my home. And I refuse. There's a couple people who like to come to my house and have a peeing contest, and I'm like, what is your problem? You're not going to start crap here. You can get out. Don't understand. Zigzag, hello. Where have you been? I was getting ready to leave, but there's people who come into my home and who's starting crap with you? Oh, nobody online or not. And this is just stuff that goes on at my house. and you have members of somebody of the other half's family who likes to come in and have a peeing contest with me in my own home and start drama and start, I mean, to the point where there's yelling, and I'm like, you can get out. This is my house. What I say goes, not what you say. For instance, all right, there was one particular person came over, happens to be, that they were the great grandparents. It happens to be the grandmother of Nina, Zach, and Zaya, and Nina wanted to play. And how have you been, Les? I've been good. How have you been? And so Nina wanted to play, and I said, okay, go ahead. And her grandmother, who was Fran's daughter, said, no, you can't. I'm not up for it or something. And I looked at her and I said, you don't have to be up for it. This is my house. So I said, if you want to play, play. You know where your toys are. I'm not going to get them out for you. And she said, no. She said, I'm not in the mood to pick them up. And I said, well, alrighty. I never asked you to. Not once have you ever picked up one toy in my home. And so I said, Nina, play. So she started getting upset with Nina. And then I said, you can go now. And she said, it's my mom's house. I said, I'm sorry, this is my house. And I said she can play. She can play. She'll pick up her toys. She don't never pick up her toys. She does here. She picks up her toys here. And so we had a peeing contest, and finally she left. She tried to take Nina. I said, Nina's fine. I said, I'll take her home. She ended up staying with us. Nina's got clothes here. I don't need no diaper bag or no overnight bag. Got her clothes here. Don't pee. You ain't coming in my house peeing. And I'm sorry to hear about your mom's zigzag. I don't understand, but I have to say good night for tonight. Well, you have a good night too, Egret. After hearing myself on chat, I've sounded pretty rude. I didn't mean to sound that way. How is Candace? I haven't heard from her in forever. Oh, Cameron, I know you weren't trying to be rude. They just got to get to know you. I just know who you are. Zigzag. I'm recording some ASMR stuff, so that'll be released here next month. So, if you want to hear me reading, that's what I'm going to be doing. So, but right now I'm going to go ahead and go because it's almost 3 o'clock, and I do got to get some rest. I got to get something to eat though. My stomach's starting to go. Brr. That caramel just didn't do it. Yeah, you have a voice where it calms me. Yeah, well, I had 5 ASMRs. If you go to my playlist, there's actually an ASMR list, but I accidentally erased 2 of them, so I got to redo them. But there's 3 on there. They're not very good. I had to redo them all. So, I'm going to go ahead and go, y'all. For real. And, y'all take care. Thank you for coming in. I'll be back soon, Les. I've missed you. Aw. I've been wondering where you were at. So, my love to your mama. I hope he gets better soon. Really do. So, y'all have a good night. Take care. And we'll talk later. Bye.